Hello guys, it's Max here from Daily Market Movements, and in front of me we have the gold over the US dollar chart. Now, as you can see in today's trading session, we have, originally we were trading up above 1730, but since then we've pulled back ever so slightly, and we're pretty much trading flat on the day. So we haven't really seen that much movement at all here in the gold markets. I was a buyer down at 1700. I had two buy positions. So if you've been watching my videos for some time, you will know that I am targeting towards these two green lines on your screens. The first green line is up at 1750, and the second green line is just above the 50-day EMA now, up at 1800. I'm bullish here on gold. The fundamentals still support the gold markets to go higher. Yes, we have seen some weakness over the past 2 to 3 weeks with the rising bond yields, especially the 10-year note trading above 1.60. Today it's trading in the red ever so slightly, so that's why I think that we've seen gold stick around this 1730 area. Going into the middle of the week, we have the Fed speaking. So we have the Fed minutes on Tuesday and on Tuesday and Wednesday, and I expect the Fed to not really change anything, to come out and say that they're still going to continue to support the markets, and that they have no interest in hiking the interest rates in the short term, and that they will continue to have interest rates at near to zero going into and throughout 2023. So eventually, I think that this will tire a lot of bond sellers off, and we will see the 10-year note stabilize, and with that, I think that we will also see the gold market stabilize and return back towards the $1,800 level. So I am a buyer. Do I believe it's going to go to 1800 this week? Probably not. But, over the next month or so, I do anticipate for a slow grind back up towards 1800. 1750 is easily possible going into the latter end of this week. The RSI we're down at 40, so we've just come back from those oversold territories, so it makes sense that we have a bounce here. There's plenty of territory for us to have a bounce, and as well as that, the 1700 area was the bottom of this holding pattern that we've been trading in for the past couple of months. So from a technical perspective, it also makes sense that we bounce. In the last 2 or 3 occasions, even when we did hit the bottom of this holding pattern, we did rally towards the top of it. So if that was to be the case here, we would be looking above 1800 as the target. One thing though that is also bearish though for this market is that we did have a bearish crossover on the 250-day EMA. That's where the 50-day EMA pierces below the 200-day EMA. That's what this blue cross is on your screens. That tells us that the medium to longer term picture, we are looking bearish, but that doesn't mean that short term we can't have a nice rally up towards 1800. So I am a short term, medium term and long term buyer still of the gold markets. I still anticipate the gold prices to go higher. And if you are new to watching our videos, I just want to make it very, very clear as well that during the 2008 and 2009 financial crisis, when we saw less stimulus aid given by the government and the Fed as to what we've seen over the past year, we've seen a record amount of money printed and handed out to not just small businesses but individuals in the US. It wasn't until 2011, so 3 years after the financial crisis actually occurred, that gold markets hit their all-time highs. So if that was a similar case here, then we wouldn't see the gold markets hit their all-time high until 2022 to 2023. So that kind of gives you a reason as to why I'm still bullish here in the gold markets. And just because we've fallen 300 points since our all-time high, or 360 points, it doesn't mean that this bull market is over. Okay, bull markets have pullbacks. We've grinded lower over the past 4 to 5 months since our highs at the beginning of August, up at 2068. But that doesn't mean this market is over. So do not think for one moment that this gold market is going to return to 1300 over the next month or so, because that's likely not to be the case. So those are the reasons why I'm bullish. I'm a buyer here in the gold market.